What you see here is an example of a finger joint. And a finger joint is a friction joint which is good for woodwork and also for 3D printing. So if we have a look at this object here, we can see that it's 4 sides and it's connected together by these little cutouts. And we make opposites of each other. And so when you push them together, they fit together. They're known as friction fit. So if we just explode this slightly, you can see how the objects would fit together without using glue, just by friction and with using these finger joints. And so when you print these off from your 3D printer, you would simply just push them together like this and they would fit neatly together. The thing to remember is that the depth of your finger joint is the depth of the material that you're going to use, because the two things combine together. You're mating two sides of two objects together at the same time, and you can see how they fit together. So you can see this object here comes out to the surface. The red object comes out to the surface of the green one, and the green object comes out to the surface of the red one. And we're now going to look at how we can make finger joints, or design or draw finger joints inside Tinkercad. I've made a diagram here of the object that we're going to be making, and although you might find these dimensions confusing, we can use all of them to help us accurately create the object we're trying to make. The thing I want you to notice though is the line of symmetry down the middle lengthways of this object. And so that means that we only need to make or draw half of it and then use the mirror function, which makes our job a lot easier. The things I want to point out to you initially are that the width of the object is 60 millimeters, the depth of the object is 3 millimeters, and the height of the object is 100 millimeters. And you can see here that we have blocked out in 20, 20, at 20 and 20, so 5 20s are 100. We've got these little indentations to make. We've got this little indentation here to make, and we've got all the information we need, for example, about this section here from the profile at the top here, where we can see it's a total width of 16 millimeters. We can see that information here, but it's broken down into a wet depth of 6 millimeters, 7 millimeters, and 3 millimeters, and then the indentation depth is 3 millimeters. So all the information we need is there for us. For example, we can see here that this object here is 20 millimeters wide, this wider object here is 28 millimeters wide, and each of those objects, because they're holes, we're going to cut those, is 1.4 millimeters wide. And we'll use this information as we draw in Tinkercad. So I've started a new job and we can see the empty work plane here. So what I'm going to be using is this tool here, which is the pen tool. And if I drag the pen tool out onto the work plane, you'll see what happens. So I'm just going to drag it onto the work plane here, and it changes. The pen tool allows us to create any object that we want to make, and we've got some different tools over here. We've got the erase tool, we've got the line tool, and we've got the straight line tool. And everything that we're going to be creating is with the straight line tool, so we don't need to worry too much about what we're doing here. What you need to know is each one of these little lines here is 1 millimeter apart. And when you click and you stretch a line out, it will tell you, you'll see a little number appear, and that's the number of millimeters you've moved. And so let's see if we can't work out how we're going to draw our object. As you can see, I've got my diagram up on the right hand side here, my technical drawing, and I've zoomed out as far as I can go, and I need to make sure my snap to grid settings down here are set to 1 millimeter, which is what we want because we've got whole millimeters. We'll use the smaller ones a bit later on. And so we know, you can see from my line of symmetry here, that we only need to make half of this. We'll worry about those slots in a moment. And so I'm just going to click my way through this, but you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to start right at the very center here. I'm going to click and start my project here, and I'm going to count 30 millimeters out this way too far. Click. Then I'm going to go up 20, as you can see, and then I'll go in 3 millimeters. That's the depth of my material that I'm going to be making. Go up again, make sure these are all right angles. That's 20 millimeters. And let's go back. So if you make a mistake, it's delete out this, delete, delete. I want to come back to here, I want to make this 3. So you click up here, and I'm going to go all the way up to 20. So if you make a mistake, you can go backwards by clicking the delete button, 3, and then work my way through all of this, all the way to the top, 18, 20. Got to do this 5 times, 3 millimeters, go all the way up, and I'll just keep clicking through. I'll do this quickly now. Now this bit, what will be the bottom bit, I've got to go across 6 millimeters, click, and then down the 3, and then across 7. You can zoom in if you're going to get stuck. So I just use the scroll wheel on my mouse to do that. Click 7, it's going to be up to 3 and across 3, making 16, that's correct. Click, I need to zoom in a bit more. It didn't work, so I need to click 3, there we go. And now I'm making the inside part of the entranceway where my vending machine entrance is going to be. So that's got to be 20, so I've got to click down here, 10, all the way down here. Keep making sure it's going to be at right angles all the time, 19, 20, and this should be 14 all the way across to here, correct. Now I'm going to make my last, just roll out so I can see. Come all the way down to here, and if you've got this right, when you click on this, you click and you close the object. There, it's all closed, it's all blue, and you click on Finish Sketch. Now obviously the colour of this doesn't matter, but the first thing we must remember to do is I'm going to click on this object here, and it's currently it's 10 millimeters thick. We want it to be 3, so let's just make sure we get this right away at the right time. Click 3, and that creates a smaller object. Now we can copy this and reflect it, but the first thing I need to do is I need to add the other slots, the 3 slots in the middle here. Let's put those in. We could have done it as part of the routine we did before, but you can just do it by cutting holes as well. I'm going to orient the object, so I'm going to come to here, and we can see here, if we just roll up slightly, it says that the bottom of the first slot is 37 millimeters from the bottom. Well, that's 20, and so this is on 7 here, so we need to put our first slot on this line here. So let's draw out a block, and let's dimension it. So we only want to do half. This one is going to be 20, so this one's going to be 10. So just put this into here, 10. And it only needs to be 3 millimeters. Doesn't matter the depth, don't worry about that. So make that 3, and there's my slot. So we wanted it to be, let's just roll this a bit more so we can see what we're doing. It had to be 17 millimeters from the end here. Well, that's 7, this is going to be here. So I'm just going to slot it into here, and we can scroll in and make sure that's all lined up properly. It might be a good idea before we do that, because we need this twice to make a copy of this. So I'm just going to drag this out the side here and just roll in so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to highlight those 2, and I'm going to combine, and that will cut that slot out for us. There, done. So let's just come back round to here. Now the next thing we've got to do is we've got to make another slot. Let's copy this one again. Keep that ready for a bit later on. This next slot is slightly bigger. It's going to be 14 millimeters deep. So we need to, sorry, 28, so we need to make this 14. There we go. And it needs to be 1.4 millimeters from the next one up here. So let's just slide in so you can see what we're doing. Now this is when we come down to here and we change our settings to 0.1 millimeters. And what we're going to do is we're going to align, just to zoom all the way in, we're going to align this object here. There we go, I've done that. And I'm just simply going to move I'm going to click 14 times, and I'm going to move it. Well, I could just move it if you like, zoom, because we know it's 1.4 millimeters. I'm going to, that's 1 millimeter, that one whole block there. It's telling me it's 1mm. Now I'm going to click 4 more times with my right arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to highlight those two and delete. There we go. There's my next object. And the next one, do the same trick again. We can scroll all the way in. This is the one from before, so we just come back to here and we can zoom in to make sure it's exactly how I want it to be. It's too close. That's not close enough, sorry. So right on the edge, too far. Can you see got a bit of a purple there? I've come 0.1 too far. So let's just go back. That's correct. Let's just do, I'm doing this with my arrow keys backwards and forwards. That's behind. We want it to be on the edge, like that. And now I'm simply going to click 14 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 14. There we go. And that's my 1.4mm. Highlight those two objects again, click combine, and there we go. There's my objects that I've got. Let's just click on home. So now we've got our object, half of our object, and what we can do is we can duplicate it. So I'm just going to copy that. There it is. And I'm going to use the reflect tool. I'm going to reflect it in this axis. There it is there. And I'm going to combine them together. And now again, we can use the combination tools. So I'm going to, let's just make sure that they are aligned at the bottom. Yes, they are. So now we can use again our combination tools. I'm going to click off. Let's just make sure the navigation is correct. I'm just going to slide it all the way to here and zoom in again. If they're combined, you should just try and see and zoom in, make sure there are no little bumps. They all seem to be the right level. We can come out again and we can just make sure that if we click here that everything is at the right level. These grey ones say yes, they're to level together and they're all lined up. That's all good. And so what we can do now is we can combine them. So when the combination has worked together, this black line should disappear. That's what you should find. If you don't see, if that black line doesn't disappear, there's been a fault with your alignment. Let's just see how well I've done. So I took the time, that line has gone, and now we can see my object is being completed. And so making just half the object and combining them with lines of symmetry, we can now start making our finger joints for our entire vending machine.